Tone down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little service. Yo, you know I gotta catch my flight.
It's week 4 of the NFL, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Commanders and the Cards, coming up next.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
He gave us all the... Sweet, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that guns.
Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Max Melton with the INT. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Matt Prater for the point after try. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Able to find Dotson here. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights, and we're all knotted up. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 6th-year pro and former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
A reconstructed knee limited Kyler Murray to just 8 games a season ago. But in those 8 games, Kate, we got a chance to see those feet once again come to life. Man, is he dynamic when he's 100%. And when he can complement that running ability with some accuracy and anticipation in the passing game, this guy is a nightmare for defensive coordinators to contain.
That's complete to Wilson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. One of the tight ends in motion left. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And the Commanders get home, they drop in. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete. Here's Connor. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him.
And he finishes off the play by taking it in. Touchdown! The Cardinals finish up their opening drive. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets. This
is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Prager on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That pass caught by Johnson. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Trying the inside handoff to Eckler. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. To throw, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So it'll be second down. Throwing now, off play action. Will the Cardinals get to him here? He's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, in shorter throws, over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Option give here. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Rifles it, and it's caught. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now Kyler. Taken in by him. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Commanders set to take over. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing now, following the turnover. Into traffic, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They put a receiver in motion right. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. 1-844-MADDEN-1 and make your case for who should get a boost. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Connor again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete over the middle. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now they're staring at a 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. Jamison Crowder back deep for the Commanders. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And that is where they'll start the next drive. Eckler running dead ahead. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 13. He 34 before he's tracked down. Let's see what they draw up on his 3rd and 7. Daniels. Quick hitter complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Swim.
Connor here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
He's got it, room to run. And he'll get it up to the 27. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Here's Kyler to throw. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle. Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
This set it down starts with an option right. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Cardinals with 10 to go still on 2nd down. Kyler looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. He'll get this one to Connor. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Daniels now. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. The Commanders ready for the punt. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So no return on that punt. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. This one falls incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, nope.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Running left, it's Connor. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Washington calls it second timeout. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He'll field this one at the 24. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels back to throw. Got a man open across the field, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Coming deep behind the line. Got to that one, they'll keep the football. Back to the line they go, it's second down. Trying again, following the sack. Lays out left side and gets it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. A final throw before the break. That pass caught by Dotson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. We've reached halftime of what's been an entertaining one so far. 14-all is our score. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Malik Neighbors, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. George Pickens, a touchdown catch in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Arizona has the football first to start the third, and here comes its offense. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Here's Murray. Able to find Jones. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Able to hit Ryman, complete. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, they'll run. Along the sideline, past midfield. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Those outside runs so critical for running back. quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. They get back 8 and now have a second and much more manageable 7. From the 37. Has the connection to Jones. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Connor on the inside give. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
That's caught for the first. And they have this run into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Right back to Connor. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he got free. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Conner touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Now Prager on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Can't handle the hot throw there as it winds up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, I'm fairly certain he left his leg up there just an extra half second to try to draw the flag, but hey, you still got to be able to avoid running into him if you're the defender.
You know, Kate, you make a great point, and I've always wondered what these kickers and punters do in their meetings. I think they do that. They put on a pretty good show so they can draw a penalty, too.
Complete. It's McLaurin. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Daniels. It's taken in by Eckler. And he's tackled for no gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Cardinals offense making its way out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Carry here for Connor. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that
he makes the catch. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Prater on for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense headed back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he finds a seam down the middle, completes. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running left, this is Eckler. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 36. Fires over the middle, caught. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming. They go play action here. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Running with Eckler again. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Kaiser White has it. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end gets it running forward. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 2-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Connor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down at the line. No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Punt team on the field. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fielded at the 47. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Able to find Dotson here. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. From the red zone now. And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders losing by 14. Another try following the sack. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by the interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. It's Connor again. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Washington calls it second timeout. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Kyler to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. First and 10 from the 41. And they'll kneel this one down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
The give here on second. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. And they'll kneel it down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.